get right into it by pressing continue and loading our save data. Alright. So, let's see what these tips are. We don't have a uniform. We're mixed grade. We don't have a uniform. The Mayabara Manor. Dam site murder. What? What are these? Is it just like... City Okinawa Police Station, June, late at night. Suspects, okay, well, were arrested on suspicion of murder and improper disposal of a corpse. The main offender has been added to wanted lists nationwide. According to our sources, the 6 suspects were at the Hinamizawa Dam construction site workroom on at 9 p.m. Where they are suspected to have assaulted and murdered the site overseer as a group, dismembering his body and hiding it. At 8 o'clock in the morning, a report was filed by the Shishibone City Hospital in which a male suspect alluded to having murdered Mr. When questioned at the police station, the individual confessed to the crime. Couldn't handle the pressure. Well, to be fair, I wouldn't be able to either. Since a portion of the body was recovered at the location he gave, he was arrested that afternoon on suspicion of murder and a mutilation of a corpse. The rest of the suspects were arrested the same day, but the main culprit is still at large. Police are currently on his tail. The motive is reported to be a drunken verbal dispute during which he killed the victim in a fit of anger. Interesting. However, as there are multiple inconsistencies within with their testimonies, the investigation is ongoing. Sorry, I had a little bit of cough there. Okay. So that's what the tips are. That's interesting. Alright, and let's continue. The next school day. Truly. No. Oh my gosh, he clearly doesn't know how to see cuteness. There we go. Well, not necessarily cuteness. I can see the cuteness. I don't know. Oh, jeez. You guys can hear the dog. No. Yeah, it's a bit. I could never. I'm a bit of a germaphobe though, so. It had been bugging me since yesterday, like an itch I couldn't scratch. The spirit of a town? Village? Hearing an ominous word like fought came from Rika's mouth. Startled me. I don't know why that would startle you. Really? Oof. So I'm only able to be here because the protest succeeded.
ごめんねごめんね。待たせちゃったかな申し訳ありませんわね、ケイチさん。お化粧直しに時間をかけちゃいまして。
Powdering the nose, eh? Wouldn't understand that one.
さとこ、便所には溜めてから行け。
What?
一気に出せて楽で早いぞ。
Oh my.
花も恥じらう乙女になんて口の利き方。
I cannot believe she just called herself an unparalleled beauty. Who was she calling a maiden? Yeah. If Sadako really was a maiden, she wouldn't have reacted like that. Also, no. That's not the case, but okay. The usual hijinks ensued. Now then.
今日は快速に乗っ取り、部員の諸君に是非を問いたい。彼、前原圭一君を新たな部員として我らの部活動に加えたいのだが、
レナは異議なーし。近隣風情が私の相手を務められるかしら。僕もサトコも賛成しますですよ。
The three that Mion had queried voiced their approval.
全会一致。おめでとう、前原圭一君。君に栄えある我が部への入部試験を許可する。
順を追って説明しろ。
Wait, entrance? What? Start from the
俺はまだ
beginning.
入るとは言ってないぞ。何の部活だ？
我が部はだな。複雑化する社会に対応するため、活動ごとに提案される様、時には順境、あるいは逆境からいかにして。
レナは弱いからいじめないでほしいな。仲良くやろうね。
She just called herself weak. Oh, alright. Sure.
レナさんは甘えてますわ。弱い者は食い尽くされるのが世の常なのでございますわよ。
This was starting to sound a bit sketchy, so what kind of club was it?
つまり、みんなでゲームして遊ぶ部活なのです。
Oh. So basically, this club put Mion's hobby of collecting games to use by playing the various games that Mion had hoarded every day. It seemed that depending on the day, there were prizes for the winner or a penalty for the person who finished in last place.
先に断っとくけど、ままごと遊びみたいなレベルじゃないからね。一生いっぱいに命がかかってるくらい本気でかかった方がいいよ。
楽しくやれればいいじゃないか。そう凄むなよ。
Oh no. It's about to learn.
快速第一条、狙うのは1位のみ。遊びだからなんていういい加減なプレーは許さない。
I personally go by the it's a game so I don't get overworked and heated about losing. Because I hate losing so much.
快速第2条。そのためにはあらゆる努力をすることが義務付けられておりますのよ。
The way Sadako said it, it sounded like she was saying use any means necessary. Oh no.
もちろん僕も頑張りますです。レナも弱いけどね、精一杯頑張ってるの。
I knew what they were trying to say. In a game where everybody is aiming for the top, it's rather unsportsmanlike to play just for fun.
よし、俺も本気でやってやるぜ。
With that, I was finally ready for the rite of initiation. My baptism into the club. Oh no.
ケイちゃんに一応忠告ね。
A word of warning, Kei-chan.
レナも結構えげつないからね。
The runner can get pretty nasty. What? This initiation looks like it's going to be rough. Mion began fishing around in the student lockers in the back of the room. They have the games here at the school. Well, it's club equipment, so I guess that's fine.
難しいゲームはケイちゃんだけに不利だからね。
Complicated games that put Kate-chan at disadvantage.
今日は誰にでもわかるゲー
Play
ム
a
ですよ。
game that you should be familiar
ス
with.
タンダードにトランプのじじ抜きはどう？
よし、受けてやるぜ。
やっぱり罰ゲームがないと思えないよね。
A penalty. Oh no.
今回はビリに顔面落書きの刑。どう？
Oh gosh. No, mm-mm. I can't imagine. No.
ああ、油性じゃないよね。
Right.
油性じゃないよね。
It shouldn't be. That'd be horrible. Permanent? She wants to draw on our faces with permanent marker?
上等でございますわ。
No, it's not perfect. Sadako cheered the idea on. She didn't even flinch at the thought of such a severe penalty. Seemed like she was raring to go. If it's going to be like this, then I can't lose either.
じゃあカード切ってみんなに配るね。
Mm-hmm. Oh, meaning there will be one card without a match left over at the end. You don't know which card will end up being the Joker. It's a pretty thrilling game. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever played that game, but that's... Well, it's good.
じゃあ1枚抜くね。
And it begins. Mion took out one card and left it face down on the table. Everybody stared at the card intently.
ま、終盤になればおのずとわかるし。
Oh no.
最初はどうしようもないよな。
But the rest of them were very serious. They didn't seem as relaxed as I was. They compared their cards to the one face down, all the while gauging each other's reactions. It was as if they could see what the face card was. No, it couldn't be.
このトランプ、
This deck is pretty worn
結
out.
構傷物だろ。
Oh no.
まさかみんなにはその傷でそこに伏せたカードがわかってる？
快速第2条ですわ。ケイチさんも勝つために最善の努力をなさいませ。
It's rigged. It's so rigged.
いくつかのカードは特徴的だからケイチ君にもすぐ覚えられるよ。
She said that so matter-of-factly.
上等だぜ。この程度でハンデになると思うなよ。
I lashed out angrily, but it was rather obvious I was at a disadvantage. After all, they'd gone so far as to memorize the wear and tear for each individual card. This wasn't a simple game of Old Bachelor. If this was a test, then they were there with the answer sheet in front of them. Oof. Bring it. I'll take advantage of your carelessness and beat you at your own game. I don't think that's how that works. That baseless confidence would soon be— I don't think it's baseless. Would soon be crushed. That's a good laugh.
ケイちゃんの手札を右から言うぜ。
Oh no.
3、4、9、ジャック、クイーン。
ぐわ
Yep. Not baseless.
ちなみにジジはダイヤの J なのです。
Oh.
どうカードを入れ替えたって見え見えですわ。
Ew. That sound is so funny. Thought I was prepared, but for it to be this brutal, just overwhelming.
鬼だ。こいつらは鬼だ。レナは鬼じゃないよな。
I mean, I think she might be the worst one, right? Oh no, she isn't the worst one.
こっちがハートの3だよね。あがり。
Oh jeez. Not even a hint of mercy. Rena, even Rika-chan. These club activities weren't to be trifled with. And a luminous of this club would definitely survive in the cruelest of situations. Yeah, it seems that way. Our entire class had self-detonating collars strapped to their necks and were dropped into a death match. On a deserted island, these guys would probably take it like fish to water. I don't know about that one. I can already picture their joy as they hunt down each of their classmates.
ポイントは減点制ね。
It's a lowest point system.
着順がそのままマイナス点。トータルで一番少ない人が優勝。
Oh jeez, I suck at card games that are like points because I
ケイクはビ
just...
リなので5です。
There's already a 5 marked down on my scoreboard.
やっぱりさ、綺麗なトランプでやらないとケイチ君に不公平だよ。
Insanely unfair.
いいな。
But
ケイちゃんだって男だし。
oh.
これくらいの逆境は跳ね返せるよね。
What? I don't know. I don't know if that's how that works.
涙で枕を濡らすのがお似合いでございますことよ。
The hand laid itself on top of my head, which was trembling from uncontainable frustration. It was Rika-chan's.
ファイト、おーです。
Thanks to Rika-chan's words of encouragement, I was able to calm down. You need to be calm, especially when you're cornered. That's the power I could muster during this crisis. Think clearly, Keiichi, my bear. Take your time and look at the cards carefully. It's just as Rena said, several of the cards have their own distinct markings, making them stand out. Memorizing them should be pretty simple. I have a horrible time memorizing, like, intricate details. I can see intricate details, but not really memorize them. Think about what you can do in this situation. Try everything in your power to improve your chances of victory. True.
わあ、うまいよケイチ君。その調子。
I covered the uniquely marked cards with my hands or other cards, arranging them in such a way that they couldn't be seen.
角が割れているのは5だったはずです。上がりましたです。
Couldn't let any of those precious hints slip by me. All information is a weapon. That is true. Then it was my turn. Sadako found out her cards for me.
欲しいのは7なんだが、これかな。
さーてどうかしら。
Oh. She's sweating.
聞いてみないとわかりませんことよ。
There was a bit of dismay in her expression. Like she doesn't want it taken. That kind of expression. I won't let that momentary lapse slip by me.
見えた。これだ。
Is it? Or was she fooling you? Got it. 7 of spades. A cheer of ooh rang out. Oh, so he did guess it. She needs a better poker face.
なんですって。
Although I can't say anything on that. My poker face is horrible.
7は一番わかりにくいはずですのに。
It wasn't from memorizing the markings, those slight changes in their expressions as I was selecting card were enough. Yeah, I guess an advantage like card recognition would make it so that they don't work on their poker faces, which would make it easier to tell.
ほらケイちゃん隠さない。この傷が確かダイヤの2だったよね。あれ
She was startled by her own misread. Of course, everyone else was too.
ああ、みーちゃんがカード間違えるなんて珍しいね。
違う。ケイちゃん、あんたまさか。
They told them apart by different marks. That mark was a nail scratch. So I put a new one on it.
ダイヤの2を偽装したというですの？味な真似をするでございますわ。
It is pretty witty to do that. I don't think I'd think it up.
ケイチ、一矢報いましたです。やったね、ケイチくん。大前線だよ。
Having defeated the Forerunner, Mion, my brilliant battle left me ecstatic. But by total points it was already set in stone that Mion would win and I would finish last. Oh, the Batsu. No, I laughed haughtily, selecting the tone of my voice carefully to get on Mion's nerves. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Especially if you're dead last.
まあビリは確定だけどさ、最後にミオンから1本取れたから大満足かな。
That should be the proverbial slap in the face to Mion, who was at the top already and ensured victory.
この回、仮にケイちゃんが1着になってもトータルビリが確定するんだけど。
当たり前だ。
一騎打ちしようよ。ワンチャンス。勝てたらケイちゃん1位で私ビリの大逆転。なんてどう？乗るでしょ？
Oh wow, that's... What? She fell for it. Oh, that's smart. I wouldn't have done that either. I would have been like, no, please, don't do the Batsu. At least make it light. Not permanent marker.
ワンチャンスだと？ルールを説明しろ。
Mion discarded 2 cards from her hand and replaced one with a Joker card that was on the table, then shuffled the resulting hand behind her back.
右手のカードと左手のカード。
The card in my right or the card in my left?
どっちがジョーカーか当てたらケイちゃんの勝ち。
今後ろに回した時ジョーカーを抜いたってことはないだろうな。
ケイちゃんが負けたら反対の手のカードも公開するよ。それなら OK でしょ。
The other 3 gulped nervously at this unexpected turn of events.
よし。乗ってやる。
I don't think Mion's gonna lose here. I think she probably did something to the cards. Mion grasped 1 card in each hand and thrust them out to me. First, I needed to inspect them closely. The card on the right had no distinguishable marks. I couldn't tell which one it was.
どっちだろう。ケイチくん、慎重にね。
She's so cute. Be careful.
ああ、もちろんだぜ。逆転の大チャンスだ。
Looking closely at the card on the left, I saw a little wear. It wasn't one I hadn't seen before.
あのカードは。
I didn't let that bit from Sadako slip by me. Mion clucked her tongue. I didn't recognize the mark on the left from the small number that I had memorized. I didn't know what the left card was, but I could tell from Sadako's reaction that the card had already appeared during the game. Since it had already appeared before, it meant that it definitely wasn't the Joker.
ケイちゃんは右のカードを疑う。じゃあ右にする？
Oh no?
右？
I'm not a very good bluffer. And this would... The left card definitely wasn't the Joker. If I could trust that theory, then I should have been able to declare that the card to the right was the Joker. Even without Mion's taunting, the one to the right was the most suspicious. But wasn't it a bit too rash to decide based solely on Sadako's reaction? More carefully. I remember now. That mark, the left card, no doubt about it. The 7 of clubs.
きっとクローバーの7だね。
1. The card on the left was the 7 clubs. So that meant the card on the right was the Joker. And then just before my hand touched the right card, I froze. Oh no. I would expect no less from you. There was a wave of murmurs amongst the onlookers at my sudden halt, right before I confirmed the right card was the Joker.
ケイチさんは何を言ってるのでございます？って左。C です。
へえ。
Oh no!
ケイちゃんはどうして右がジョーカーじゃないって確信できるの？
Mion let loose an unexpected question. Everyone else was baffled.
右のカードが何かは俺にもわからないさ。だが、左のカードがクローバーの7だってことだけはわかる。
Then.
残る右のカードがジョーカーなのじゃありませんこと？必ず左右どっちかがジョーカーという約束でしょ？
ああ。左右のどっちかにジョーカーがあるのは本当だろうな。
Oh.
ケイチは勘がいいです。
Did she hide a card behind another card? Or am I wrong? I could be wrong.
リカちゃん、それってどういう？
つまりさ、クローバーの7はさっき俺がサトコのスペードの7と合わせて捨てたカードなんだよ。
Everyone's attention snapped to the discard pile at the same time. The truth of the matter couldn't be discerned from that sloppy pile. So that means Mion pocketed one of the discarded cards, then aligned it over the left card. That means... Was I right?
そうか、わかった。
I got it at the last second.
左のカードをクローバーの7に見せかけているんだね。
It was the first time since the start of the match that a shadow ran across Mion's expression, and I didn't let that slip by. Then, with a grand flourish, I declared it loudly. Oh, the Joker is the... It was an intense moment. That 1 second felt like an eternity for everyone there. Breaking that silence, the first one to speak was Mion.
初代部長として私も様々なプレイングを見てきたけど、ケイちゃん、あんたはベストだよ。ベストオブザベストオブザベスト。
The best of the best of the best! That was probably the greatest compliment Mion could give. Mion accepted her defeat, dropping the cards from both hands. My comeback victory. Is it really though? It is! Awesome. Rika-chan placed her hand on my head and began petting it, congratulating me on my victory. Wait.
リカちゃんか？
Rena and Sadako gaped at us as if they had seen a ghost.
なんだよレナ。別に俺はインチキしてないだろ。正々堂々と。
Fair and square.
慰めるときにしか頭を撫でませんの。
Huh? What's the meaning of? At that moment, Rena let out a small shriek. It was a trick. That's how it was.
ケイちゃんならさ、
You know, Keisha,
ここまで
I
読
thought
んで
you'd
くれ
read
る
into...
と
I
思ってた
thought
よ。
you'd... Yup. Oh my gosh, no. Everyone froze. No, it was just
賭
me.
けだった。
It was a
ケイちゃん
gamble.
がおてんばさんの早とちりだったなら、負けてたのは私だった。
Ah. It was the answer everyone was certain about. Mion picked up the card from the losing hand.
ケイちゃんはさ、この負けを誇っていいよ。
Oof, that's rough. She turned it around. That was the card that proclaimed the victor of this duel. The card under the 7 of clubs. Unbelievable. It was the 2 of diamonds. It was the setup behind the setup. If I just picked the right one without reading so deeply into it.
部長、園崎美音の名において、前原圭一、あんたの我が部への入部を許可する。
Oh my gosh. As I slumped to my knees dazed, everybody let out a round of applause for the excellent effort I gave despite my defeat.
これにて決着。
The match is now over.
本日の優勝は私、園崎美音。
Oh no.
栄あるビリは前原圭一。
Everyone made a commotion, applauding cheerfully. I felt I was bested, but I was so soundly beaten that it unexpectedly felt rather refreshing? Huh. Interesting.
みーちゃんが後ろ手で細工した時、またやるんだって思ってドキドキしちゃった。
Wait, so she knew the whole time? She saw it?
ケイイチさんが正解に触れる直前で止まった時にはかかったって思いましたわ。
Oh, they were acting? Then how did they fall for his hand over the card, their face being... Alright.
見事に引っかかってくれましたです。
He fell for it quite handily. Yeah, yep. Huh? Hey, wait. All of them knew from the start and still got so excited so earnestly?
楽しくなるようにみんなで盛り上げましたですよ。
Yep. You.
お前らみんな鬼だ。人手出し。
You monsters. I wonder about that one.
さて、ケイちゃんに罰ゲームだね。今日は部活の初日だし
Since
ね。
it's your first day participating.
ソフトに行こうかね。
Oh, okay.
いきなり登校拒否になられちゃ困るし。
Whoa. That's... Alright. The other 3 members held down my arms and shoulders firmly. Mion approached, licking her lips. Her right hand went to pull something out of her pocket. That's a felt tip marker. And it's a giant permanent one. Nope.
さ
No.
て、行くよ。
Permanent marker sucks. It does kind of stain your skin. Just a bit. She took the cap off the marker and brought it slowly up to my face while I was immobilized.
やめろ。
I let out my death throes. I think the only one that would truly be able to hold him down, but wouldn't be able to because she's only one person, is Rena. Like, right? The kids are pretty- they're kids. So, pretty sure he could have gotten out of that, but he was willing to accept his fate. By marker. As soon as the club activities were finished, Rena flew off. Probably so she could dig out that cute clonal Randy that she wasn't able to take home yesterday. So today it was just Mion and me walking home together, a rather rare occurrence.
宝の山か。捨ててる連中もまさかレナに感謝されてるとは夢にも思わないだろうね。
Mountain of treasure, meaning that damn construction site from before. Oh right, Mion would probably tell me. That murder by dismemberment that seemed to have happened there.
あそこさ、ダムの工事現場。なんかあったんだろ？
Is it our second time seeing something weird going on?
そりゃあったよ、戦いが。
A grand
座
battle.
り込みやったりデモをやったり。
It was a bit different from what I wanted to hear, but I decided I'd listen just the same.
自分たちの土地がダム湖に沈むんだもんな。俺だって戦うだろうな。
役人どもは本当に一方的だった。偉そうで威張ってた。金で解決できないと悟ると、あらゆる嫌がらせをしてきたんだよ。いやらしい奴らだった。
Wait, what nasty stuff? Mion spoke excitedly, as if the whole thing was happening right in front of
よ
her.
く勝てたな。相手は国だろ。
Yeah, the federal government's pretty hard to win
村長や
against.
村の有力者たちがね、方々に陳情した。東京にも行ったし、いろんな政治家に根回しもした。そうしてるうちに計画は撤回されたんだよ。私たちの完全勝利だった。
Complete victory. Their laughs are so great.
暴力沙汰とかにはならなかったのか。傷害事件とか殺人。
Oh,
なかった。
none. She promptly cut me off, the same as Rena had. Her words signaled the end of the discussion. Tomitaka-san said one arm wasn't found in the incident. I thought that a murder by dismember had occurred, but I guess I was wrong. I mean, it's in the newspaper, dude. Like, I just read the newspaper. You saw the newspaper. It's in my notes. I don't think it would have an article in a local newspaper if it was fake. My curiosity unstated, I sighed dejectedly inside.
じゃあね、また明日ね。ケイちゃんそれ、うちに帰るまで消しちゃダメだからね。
I wonder how he would wash it off before we got home.
消さねえよ。
I wonder what kind of nasty doodles they drew. Damn you, Mion. You shall rue this day! Well, it's all fun and games. If our rules were ever reversed, I'm going to go all over your face so you won't be able to take it off. Even with a scarring pad. No. Man, I can't imagine having a permanent marker on my face. I've had it on my arms before because I used to, like, pretty artistic person, so I used to draw on my arms with permanent marker because I was a dumb kid, but upon arriving home I ran straight into my mom, embarrassing myself yet again. The mood I'd come home to was already on edge. What? It's not an uncommon thing in our family. Ooh. Whenever Dad can't come up with a good idea, it always ends up like this. He stomps around the house with his arms crossed. So he's throwing a fit for, artist block. Mom whispered into my ear.
おかえりケイチ。お父さん大変そうだからそっとしてあげてね。
Damn,
またアイデアに詰まったわけ？
that sucks.
今回は締め切りが重なったからね。
Usually, when I have deadlines, I like to make a list of, like, creative ideas. And they pop up beforehand so that I don't have this
お
problem.
父さん充電期間がないと大変だから。
Dad's paintings feed our entire family. If he runs out of ideas, then it's the end of the Mahabharats. We've never gone hungry before. Could it be that my dad is a master painter?
家の中をうろうろしないで、表に散歩でも行った方がアイデアが出るんじゃねえの？
今回は生活空間がテーマだから。
Oh. I guess that's a... Oh, I mean, I guess you could, like, in the household, you could do, like, a family dinner portrait or something.
お父さん
So
こ
it
の
seems your
家を
dad
モ
wants
チー
to
フに
use
したいみたい。
this motif. That's quite a bothersome motif.
ケイチ、部屋の中を少しは片付けなさい。
Oh, I could never. Oh my gosh, I have such personal boundaries when people just walk into my room. Oh, no.
ごめん。後で片付けるよ。
Oh, come on, please don't use my room as the motive. Oh. Oh no, that would suck so much. Having your messy ass room created into a painting.
ケイチ、お夕飯までまだ時間があるから、表でも散歩してらっしゃい。
As soon as he gets an idea, his mood improves and he starts humming. If I was him, I would go and clean my room the second instead of taking a walk outside. Until then, it wouldn't be a bad idea to just go take a walk so I don't aggravate him further.
じゃあそうするかな。
Is he gonna go to the junkyard? To try and meet Rena? Not entirely a good idea. I said I was going to take a walk, but I don't have any particular destination in mind. I just needed to kill some time. Got on my bike and pondered where to go. I could just go read at the bookstore, but it would take about an hour by bike to get to town. Goodness, no. It would be dark by the time I got back, so I didn't want to go unless I had to. The roads at night here in Hinamizawa creep me out. If Mion or Sadako ever found out about that, yeah, you'd be teased relentlessly. I smiled randomly. Oh, yeah. Rena was probably still at the Mountain of Treasure, the damn construction site. The excavation of Clonal Randy was probably taking her a while. It wouldn't be so bad to have her owe me one.
次の部活の時に恩返ししてもらえるかもしれないしな。
Maybe. With a little bit of self-interest in mind, I set off towards the damn construction site. Tomitaka-san might be there as well. What? The only person with information about the incident that both Rena and Mion denied knowing anything about. If I meet him again, I'd like to ask for more details. To ask, was there really dismemberment here in Hinamizawa? That was my real intention. Wait, you have to take the bridge to get there? Oof. Someone threw away a motorcycle? Wouldn't they just take that somewhere to get parts? Like, anyway. I spotted Rena struggling up on the slope of the garbage pile. It looked like Colonel Randy was lodged in there pretty firmly. Oof. Yeah, it's pretty rough. It didn't look like Rena would be able to excavate him by herself. Realizing that Tomitaka-san wasn't around, I began climbing down the slope unsteadily.
Yo, Rena. 精が出ますな。
Yeah. Oh.
ケイチくん。どうしたのこんなところへ。
事故発生の緊急通報を受け参上しました。負傷者はどこでありますか？
Where is the injured party?
事故って、
ランディ君人形がゴミ山に生き埋めになっているとの通報でしたが。
なんだ、びっくりした。ケイチくん脅かさないでよ。
冗談だよ。レナが一人で困ってるだろうなって思ってさ。手伝いに来てやったんだよ。
Oh, when I figured out pretty early in the anime because of one of the scenes they had where there was just a bag floating down a river that Rena was doing some suspicious stuff, and this part where she's just like, what? Was more conspicuous than it seemed.
レナのために。
Cute. Well, I filled my quota for what? If I don't see Rena blush at least once a day, then I'm not getting my daily required nutritional intake.
冗談だよ。こっちまで恥ずかしくなるだろ
って冗談ってどこからだろうどこからだろう
I just ignored her bewilderment. That's...
ほれ、どいたどいた。で、どこだよ、ランディ君は。
あ、ごめん。ほら、この隙間から見える？
Oh, he's still buried? I thought she had him, like, on the thing already.
こりゃ、本当に生き埋めだな。
The Colonel Randy was sideways, surrounded by boards and other construction materials like they were caging him inside. According to Rena, it was like this yesterday. It wasn't like this yesterday. It seems as though another illegal dumper came yesterday, dumped again, and now he's buried like this. Oof.
この山を一人でどけるつもりだったのか？その細い腕で。
With those scrawny arms. Those are some pretty powerful arms. There's no way she would be able to do that with her slender arms.
でも、ランディ君人形かいいんだもん。お店のランディ君には鎖がついてるけど、これならお持ち帰りできる。はう。
Oh my gosh, they have the one at the store chained up to the store. Because they think people will keep... That's hilarious. If Rena gave up on this clone man, she'll probably start devising a plan to steal the one in front of the store. Devious. As Rena's guardian, I won't allow her to sully her hands with crime.
どいてろよ、俺がやる。
Rena blushed again, but this time I left it alone. The pile was enormous. Also, the more days we wasted, the more likely another illegal dumping would occur. That's true. If it got buried any deeper, there would be nothing that could be done.
ケイチ君、レナも手伝えるよ。手伝わせて。
帰って邪魔になるから下がってろって。よいしょー。
The sounds of being hard at work. Hurrah! Pulling out scraps, bending them, tossing them aside. I quickly became covered in sweat and dust. Yeah. Flying objects drew beautiful arcs across the twilight sky, one after another. Oh, what? Lumber, timber, plywood. Damn it. No matter how much I threw out, there was still more! Even though I could see Colonel Randy right there. After grandstanding like this in front of Rena, I felt frantic because of how little I had progressed.
本気でやるなら、斧とかノコギリとかがいるかもしれねえな。
An axe or a saw.
もういいよ、ケイチ君。すごい汗だよ。そんな無理しなくてもいいよ。
レナのためにやってるだけだ。気にするな。
Cute. Wants to help out his friend. Rena began sputtering and turned beet red. Ah, whoops. I meant to say I was trying my best to keep it. I'm trying my best so as to keep her from becoming a criminal! Ah. Oh well. That's funny. Just let her misunderstand, it's fine.
休憩。
Yeah, that's a motorcycle. Let's take a quick look at what else is here. Motorcycle. I don't know what any of this other stuff is though, so... Oop.
こいつは手強いぜ。
Spiraled on my back over the grassy slope.
ごめんね。ごめんね。
Oh, don't be sorry. He just wants to help his friend out. Say thank you instead.
すごい汗だく。
Rena patted her handkerchief against my forehead. That's cute. It felt pretty nice.
あのさ、ちょっとここで休んでてね。私、家近いから。無 麦茶とか持ってきてあげるね。
Leaving the handkerchief on my forehead, Rena took off running. The cries of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. After I was certain that Rena was gone, I picked myself up and headed towards what I discovered earlier. That was a garbage pile of magazines and newspapers bound up in twine. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe it was around here. There it is. They were bound... Oh, so he hadn't seen the article yet? Then how could I have the article? Alright. They were bound stacks of not-so-reputable tabloids. They were stacked chronologically going back quite a few years. It was quite a disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms. If it was just as Tomitake-san said, then undoubtedly there would be mention of the murder. These are troubled times. There is no end to these sickening incidents. There's a large part of society drawn in by these incidents as well. So it had to be recorded somewhere. I unfastened the packages and opened the rain-soaked pages carefully, looking over the table of contents. Not here. Next one. Not here. Next one. It was hard to search since I didn't know when it happened. I didn't know who the perpetrator or the victim was either. I only knew it had happened here. I looked every so often, checking to see if Rena had come back or not. You nervous? I wouldn't want her to see me gawking at a dirty magazine. But it wasn't just that. Wait, Oh, wait, are they... Huh? Both Rena and Mion said that they didn't know, but it had happened without a doubt. As long as Tomitake-san wasn't lying. Then if both Rena and Mion... yeah, there was. If they had just said that, then I wouldn't have gotten so hung up about it. An incident that neither Rena nor Mion wished to talk about. Trying to uncover it after they tried to conceal it out of good intentions. That made me feel like I was acting against my friends. What? What? Hinamizawa dam worker lynching. Murdered by dismemberment. I love how it just went, ding, dun, 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 dun. Here it is! The featured article was in the back, and it seemed that there was a photograph in the colored pages at the front. Oof. The pages of the featured article were stuck together and weren't easy to open. Rena could return at any moment. Feeling rushed, I gave up and opened the photograph page. The police investigations, were carrying a body bag, and newspaper reporters were all bathing in camera flashes. The image was blurry and had and hard to understand, but I could definitely make out the headlines. A tragic nightmare at the Hinamizawa construction site, lynching and murder dismemberment. Sorry. I'm getting tongue-tied. The victim was the site foreman. He had assaulted his assailants daily with an explosive backlash from his daily actions. It's horrible to imagine to see the site foreman as it happened. It really did happen. It seemed the details were on the next page. I turned the page without pausing. On it was... Oh, the assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes, then used an axe to split the cadaver into 6 pieces: the head, arms, legs, and torso. I could understand just from the headline that it was just too terrible. An incident. Normally a lynching is just assault and murder, right? Dismemberment with hatchets and pickaxes? That wasn't a lynching. It was a merciless killing to the letter, a brutal murder. Done by a group of people. With hatchets. With pickaxes. With a hatchet. Yeah, I think you said that one already. Whoa, God. That was close. Okay. I didn't think I'd suddenly get a close up of a knife. Oh, that gave me a little bit of an adrenaline. Oh.
驚いたかな驚いたかな
Rena dropped the hatchet she was holding into the grass after being startled by my voice. Funny that she would be startled.
ケイイチくんね、さっきほら斧とかがあると便利だって言ったじゃない。それでね、レナ、物置からちゃんとナタ持ってきたんだよ。
Did you bring the tea, though? Rena fluttered her arms in a panic, continuing to explain and apologize. It seemed I'd been glaring at her pretty intensely. I mean, after reading that article and then having a straight-up flash of the weapon that was, well, not the weapon, but the weapon that was used in the incident was, yeah, pretty alarming.
ごめん。ちょっとオーバーに驚きすぎたかな。
こっちこそごめんね。ごめんね。
Night was drawing close. I was pretty worn out, and it wouldn't hurt to do the rest tomorrow.
最後の針はそのナタじゃないと壊せそうにない。せっかく持ってきてくれたんだし、明日借りるよ。な。何しょんぼりしてるんだよ。明日にはランディ君が掘り出せるんだぜ。
I mean, wouldn't it be just better to just do it now? You're already there. Plus, as you stated earlier, dumps happen pretty often.
そうだよね。
I really wanted to take little Randy home soon. We both knew that it was useless to apologize any more than that. I quenched my thirst with the barley tea. Okay, so she did have tea. Rena brought and wiped off the sweat that had now gone cold. We took the path to head home. I felt quite guilty about the tabloid wrapped up in my jacket. I don't know why you would feel guilty about that. It's just information. Like, right? It's just information. It's just like you want confirmation. Like, it's not as if you're stabbing him in the back. You're just confirming something. Tips acquired. Nice. Oh, I would like one man's trash. I got an achievement called one man's trash. Oh. The function of the school as an educational facility is very questionable. Our PE class is exceptionally disorganized. The only thing we do together are the warm-ups at the start. The teacher isn't even there after that? What? All we do is play together. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
仕方ないじゃん。年齢も性別もバラバラだし。
一応ね、体育の時間は校庭で体を動かすのだけが決まりなの。
What? Well, yes, that rule is a given, but that's the only rule? I think there would be a bit more than just one, right? Like all the little kids were gallivanting about, like, maybe a rule of not beating up other kids, but you know. Well, they certainly are being active. They might be getting plenty of exercise, but
きっと教育委員会はこの学校を見落としてるんだろうな。
I don't doubt that the Board of Education forgot about this school. It's incredibly small.
お待たせしましたです。さてご一同様、今日の体育は何をいたしましょう。
おっしゃ。これでいつものメンバー全員集合だな。
Oh, is it?
さて委員長、今日は一体どんな体育をやるのかな？やるのかな？
What shall we do? I wonder when I'll meet those new characters. I've watched the anime, but I realized that there's more characters. Mion harumps and crossed her arms haughtily, surveying the area.
瞬発力と持久力
Explosive power and endurance.
スポーツの世界に
There
お
are
いては
no
仲間など
friends
いない
in the world of sports.
全てがライバル
Everyone
信
is a
じられるのは
rival.
己の肉体のみ
The only thing you can trust is your own body. Well, that's true if you take care of it.
なんだそりゃ。漫画の読みすぎだろ。
What the heck do you mean by that? You really read too much into manga. Equipped without missing a beat.
てわけで
And so,
本と知心
you taking a lesson from history?
古いながらも全ての要素を詰め込んだ屋外乱戦の王様鬼ごっこで行こ
Oh, tag. Well, tag. I mean, I liked tag when I was a kid, so yeah. It was quite the adorable choice to make after playing it up so much.
望むところですわ。
Oh, you know what the worst kind of tag is? It's freeze tag. That shit sucks.
ノロマナケイチさんは家の一番に鬼ですの。僕だって負けませんです。
I won't be beaten.
レナも頑張るもの。今日は負けないぞ。
Sweet.
なんでお前らそんなにやる気満々なんだよ。
Why are you guys also into it? It's a fun game.
快速第3条ゲームは絶対に楽しく参加しなければならない
Without question. That's
じゃあこれ部活なのかよ。
Everyone smirked at each other. They all seemed pretty confident. I'm a man. Physically, I should be able to keep up with any girls my own age. Regardless, Mion and Soroko looked like they were aiming for victory, and Rena was looking at me as if pitying my disadvantage. What disadvantage?
上等だぜ。鬼ごっこ。乗ってやる
So hyper about it. My yell echoed across the school grounds. There, these were the rules. Anyone who was able to evade being tagged before the bell was a winner. But we didn't switch who it was it. The ones who were tagged by it also became it. Yeah. So the number of people who were it would increase exponentially. Yeah, this was the one in the anime. The endgame would become a hellish siege. Yeah.
ここいらではこ
We
の
call
遊び
this
のことゾンビ鬼って呼んでるけどね
this version is called Zombie Tag.
なるほど。
Sweet.
食われたやつがゾンビ化するからな。
なんでそんな怖いこと言うんだろう。だろう。
Scary? What? What's that one say? Oh, is anyone affected by a zombie turned into a zombie? How is...
レナ
I
を捕まえたら
guess...
生きたままお腹を食い破ってやるからな。
Okay, now that's what she's talking about. Well,
やだよケイチくん。そうなのや。
that is gross. I agree, Rena. Riki-chan placed her hand on Rena's head as she panicked.
大丈夫です。ケイチに食われる前に僕が優しく食べてあげますです。リカ、それは全然慰めになってませんわ。
Yep, I agree, Sadako. That isn't comforting at all. But both Mian and I nodded deeply.
最初の鬼、ゾンビはどうやって決める？じゃんけんか？
Rock, paper, scissors?
一応授業時間だからね問題で決めよ
What kind of questions
う
are
問
you
題を出すか
answering?
ら答えられなかったやつがゾンビ
Have no idea which grade level they're coming from. What does the Japanese word roku mean? Huh? I was bewildered by the sudden question. Mion repeated
だ
it.
から答えるの。6は英語で。
Oh, in English! Man, even I don't know that. Well, well, of course I wouldn't know that. I don't know the language yet. I'm trying to learn it though. 6.
なら靴下。
How about... Fushita?
ソックスだね。
Socks?
アルファベットの後ろから3つ目。
Third? It's, well, which alphabet? Isn't there like 3?
X ですよ。
Oh, the English alphabet? What? No? Wait, what? X. Yeah. The English alphabet?
では性別は英語で。
What does seibetsu mean?
もちろんわかりますわ。
Of course I know what that is.
それは
Oh. Sadako cut herself off before finishing the answer. I see. It's quite a lewd question. Wait, what? What is the question? What does... I hope they'll explain that. See, it's quite a lewd question.
さとこは大人だもんね。
No, she is not an
知
adult.
らないわけはないよね。
I mean, I guess she does act like she wants to be one.
知ってますもの。知ってるもん。
Sadako, you don't need to know what it is. Even I can tell you that, and I don't know what it is.
じゃあ言ってごらんよ。あれだよ。あれ。
What is...
あれは英語。
What does that mean exactly? Yes, what does that mean?
さとこちゃん困ってる。かわいい。
Of course, we have our cute monster.
持ち帰るなよ。犯罪だからな。
It's a crime. If I didn't nip it in the bud, she really might have tried to take her home. Mion's pursuit was relentless, making Sadako stammer.
さあさあさあ言ってごらんよ。大声で。
Is she really trying to make a little kid say something lewd? Extremely loud?
あれは英語でなんという。
知ってるもん。
I do know.
知ってるもん。
I do.
知ってるもん。だからざっとですよ。ざっと。
That means that means a previously indicated person, thing, or event. True. Huh? All of us were a bit surprised by Rika's unexpected answer. Does that work, though? Ah, yeah. Yeah, it does, because she says, what does that mean? Without referencing the other thing again. I see. Well, it certainly is what that means. That could have been awkward. I wonder what I would have done in Sadako's position. I'd probably get ticked off and just blurt out, you know what, at the top of my lungs. I don't know what. That's gonna irritate me. What is it? What is this word? Well, do I need to know what this is? I don't think I do. I'll look it up later. I'll review this and then I'll look it up later. Let's go all the way down. I'd probably get ticked off. Yeah. I wouldn't want you as my enemy, Mion Sonozaki. Thank goodness you were born a girl. If you were a boy, you'd probably be a perverted asshole! I don't think they're wrong. I don't think he's wrong.
仕方ありませんわね。不詳、この北条聡子がゾンビ役を務めさせてもらいますわ。
She lost.
みんな食い殺してやりますですな。
I shall eat everyone. Seems like she's raring to go.
100数えればいいんですの？
All I must do is count to 100, correct?
100数えるのはズルするやつがいるからな。俺の問題が解けたら追ってよし。
あ 簡単なのにしてあげてね。
I wonder what he gives her.
5分の1のケーキと6分の1のケーキと7分の1のケーキを一皿に乗せました。
分母が違いますですの。
Oh god, no! Those are actually my worst thing that I wasn't at math, when I was in school, and after I got out of school, all my math information flew out the door, so I no longer have anything to work with. I need to get back into math so I can, so I can know stuff again and not look like an actual, oh no, there are no common denominators.
ケーキ1個を60秒で食べられるサトコがそれを全部食べるとお皿にはケーキがいくつ残っているでしょ
0. Mion shouted as soon as he finished. Ready? Go. On Mion's signal, everyone but Sadako scattered.
ケイチくん、それ問題じゃないよね。Everyone dashed off in the direction they thought was best. I mean, knowing the lay of the land, they probably headed right to the best spots. I mean, if the best spots were the best spots, doesn't everyone know them? So they would check there first. So they're no longer the best spots. It was obvious I was at a disadvantage. At a time like this, it would have been more effective to go along with those trained in survival skills. Like Neon, for example. The fact that I didn't realize it at the start of the game probably hurt my chances. Glancing back over the school grounds, I saw Sadako just raising up to start. She was really, really mad. Maha! She got tripped up on such a dumb question. I stood at one of the corners of the school. I had clear sightlines in 2 directions and would probably have a good response time if any zombies started closing in. For the time being, I caught my breath and focused on what I was trained to think during club activities yesterday. Now think calmly. Keiichi Maebara. If I was it, what would I do? Increasing my numbers would be the shortcut to victory. Then going after the weakest player first is the obvious plan of attack. Meaning, me! Nah. She let you escape. But of course. What would be the best method to track me down? Footprints or smell? Are you that smelly? Maybe I just don't have that sharp of a nose. I literally would not be able to find someone by scent. Or maybe some type of trail. If I could craftily hide my tracks, then there would be no trail for Sadako to follow. But I was no detective. Would I even be able to do that kind of thing in an amateur game like this? Is she recruiting other people? What the heck? Did zombies hunt their prey by asking nicely where they went? Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun pointed to the location where I was hiding! Those rats! Well, I mean, one of them does like her, right? So well, wait, do they? I don't know. After confirming she was headed in this direction, I abandoned my position. Yeah, you gotta run fast, dude. It wasn't easy to hide myself with all those little kids running around as they pleased. You gotta become a ninja. You gotta be like, I am the shadow. It was becoming even more obvious that I was at a disadvantage from not being familiar with these surroundings. If that's how it was going to be, then to confront this intelligence-gathering zombie, I'll just counter it in a similar vein. Alright, what are you doing? I approached some girls playing with a ball. I'm sorry, but could you relay this message?
ご両親が校門に来てるぞってな。
That doesn't work. Does he not know that? Actually, that's pretty rough. You, oh, jeez. No. That's horrible. Don't all these kids know? This village is extremely tiny. You would think that they would know that Sadako and Rika just live by themselves, right? Oh god. I stopped the girls as they turned to run off. Wait, don't go yet. Oh. I am quite the schemer if I do say so myself. You're not a very smart one if you know Sadako's past. Things went well, then Sadako and Mion would run into each other at the gate. It would put me at a disadvantage if more people were it, but this was Mion we were talking about. Yeah, what? She's gonna be incredibly good at this game. What are you talking about? Oh, she'd figure out a way to escape. I don't know about that one. But that was just fine, as long as it brought me more time. Dance for me, Mion and Sadako. In the palm of my hand. Having my fill of playing the con man, I looked for a place to hide. If you think about it logically, I'd only bought myself a scant amount of time. And it might even come back to bite me. It definitely will. Once it became apparent I started spreading false information through messengers, I could end up being the recipient of one of those messages. Sadako would probably ask the messengers to help her look for me. That would mean there would be more zombies than participants in the game. True. The virus that was brought about by my mischief could cause an epidemic. All my classmates would transform into zombies and would only be searching for me. This tactic might backfire horribly. It probably will. While trembling at the thought of the impending dawn of the dead, I began searching for a safe house. I found a shed by the incinerator behind the school. After climbing up to the roof, I held my breath. It wasn't a bad place to hold out. As long as people don't look up, I guess. But like, a lot of people do, right? Not only did I have a good line of sight, but if necessary I could jump off in 3 different directions to escape. How tall is this shed? It was getting rowdy down there. The lower grades were running around below the shed. Maebara-san isn't around. See over there. Inai. You can't use his own tactic against him. He knows. That was definitely a lie. The word gate, the same one I'd used, gave a hint of revenge. So if it didn't use the word gate, you wouldn't be aware that it'd be fake. So Mion was behind this. I was still keeping one step ahead of the game. I felt bad for my underclassmen, but they'd have to search until the school bell. Oh jeez, if there was a fire you'd see it. These are just ridiculous. For what? The police have come to question him for what? That one came out of nowhere. Anything goes now. Jump straight to ruining a reputation. Oh, that's bad. No. Oh. Who are they talking about? Wow, they Mion really made him out to be a fucking pervert. No way I would do that.
委員長の写真貼り付けたのも私らしいよ。
No! Slandering another person while painting yourself as a victim. Ah, a classic. That's so... What? Did he fall? What was that noise? Calm down, Kichimar Burr. This is Mion's battle tactic to flush me out. Just hold on. If my underclassmen thought about it logically, they would know it's all nonsense. I mean... But small small kids don't think about things logically. To them, all of those things were true, so they all chuckled together while looking for me. Chuckled. Uh-oh. I win, Mion. This is my victory. Someone's gonna see you eventually, dude. They're gonna look up. Wiping unrelenting tears away, I felt intoxicated by my own victory. Was it from laughing or from the ruined reputation?
聞いた。転校生の前原さんって二次元萌えの人なんだって。
That sounds not like a child. The cost of beating Mion had too high a price. Oh, someone passed below. That's Runa and Rika-chan. Oh, is she about to be eaten?
リカちゃんはまだ無事かな。なんとか頑張ってますです。
Getting by somehow.
みーちゃんも鬼になっちゃったみたいなの。
It seems Michan's it as well. Mion? What? Yeah, you set her up. It couldn't be she became it because of my little strategy? Yes. This confirmed that Mion was behind this relentless message war. Then this wasn't good.
みーちゃんはなんとか巻いたけど、さとこちゃんは。さとこは土管のところを探してますから、ここはしばらくは安全ですよ。
The pipes? I mean, I don't know the layout of the school, so... But... I don't know how that would be a good hiding spot. Upon hearing that, I breathed a sigh of relief. While Runa was slumped on the ground, breathlessly breathing heavily, Rika-chan had started creeping up on her. Rika-chan doesn't normally make noise when she walks, but it's strange. It couldn't be.
リカちゃん？
Oh no.
何かな？
Oop. Oop, she got her. She's gotten her.
ですよ。
Don't worry. I had never seen Rika-chan smile so creepily before.
なんで近寄ってくるのかな？来るのかな？リカちゃんはゾンビじゃないもんね。怖くないです。
Don't be scared.
僕が優しく。
I'll be sure to eat you
食べてあげますで
gently.
す。嘘だよね。リカちゃんがそんな。
Runa was pressed against the wall and Rika-chan lurched forward with both arms out, just like a zombie. Runa quaked with her back pushed up against the wall. It was quite a surreal scene of horror. Like one of those zombie breakout videos you'd see. Huh. What time was this set in? I mean, okay. At that moment, Runa's eyes met mine. Someone looked up! Zombie Rika-chan turned 180 degrees exorcist style! And glared at me.
いた！ケイちゃん見っけ！
Yup. Mion popped out from behind the cinder block wall around the garbage dump, also seeing where I was. My position was only advantage when there was one zombie. Being surrounded was not good. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Oh shit. If I was her, I'd be pissed. Said you located Keiichi-san. I could tell that Sadako was rushing my way. It seemed that Riko-chan had let Rena escape, and now she was baring her fangs at my direction. She could have tagged Rena, and easily gone back on track with tagging Keiichi. Alright. The three zombies circled the shed, moaning curses. That's a weird thing to say. I saw Rena apologizing to me from across the schoolyard. An apology. Sorry. Leaving me for dead. Rena! I leapt off the roof out of fear, slipping as I landed. Ooh, I hope he didn't hurt himself there, because it's very easy to hurt yourself when you jump off a roof and then slip. Sadako and Rika jumped on top of me, and after straddling me, they tickled me all over my body. I hate being tickled so much. Revenge! What was she to do, my guy? The feelings of a zombie. I understood how vengeful ghosts with lingering regrets felt. It's sad. So sad. It felt like I'd been bitten by a vampire and was now one of their thralls. It was a strange feeling, being welcomed over to the side that had pursued me. I guess. This is no time to postulate. We must capture Rena. Oh. To devour Rena, I, who had been turned into a demon of vengeance, needed to use any means necessary. Except, I wasn't just a zombie. I was a master of the night. A vampire. Using the same trick that had tightened the noose around my own neck, I used my classmates to further my evil designs. I gathered up the lower grades from around the school grounds. Oh no. Oh, they're so dumb. Oh yeah, I had turned into that, hadn't it? Mion whistled nonchalantly, trying to avoid the blame. Space colony. No. Obliterated. Oh. Yawn. The lower grades were dumbfounded, their eyes like saucers at the grand turn of events. What will happen? Huh? Only Rena. Only Rena can defeat the Red Comet.
そう、地球軍のトップエース、それがリュウグウレナなのだ。
The lower grade students all gulped. It seemed I'd made them fully understand that the fight for Earth was lost without Rena.
さあ、チレ、同志諸君、レナを探し出すのだ。
Hilarious. My comrades in the lower grades let out an enthusiastic cheer and dashed off in various directions around the school grounds. There was still one person who hadn't
で
gone.
もたとえレナさんでも月を押し戻すことなんてできるんでしょうか。
心配無用だ。つい先日もレナは地球に激突するはずの水星爆弾を一つ弾き飛ばしている。小惑星の100個や200個くらい、音速を超える高速のパンチで一撃だ。
リュウグウさんってすごいんだ。
Rena is amazing, that's true. Satisfied with that, she also rushed off to look for Rena. It does seem like there are some promising up-and-comers amongst the youngsters. Eh?
ケイちゃんの才能をおじさんは改めて知ったよ。
It didn't really feel like she was complimenting me, but whatever. Ha!
しかしケイチさんもやるでございますわね。これは頼もしいですわ。
That's quite promising.
でもこの人数なら勝てる。これだけいれば勝てるよ。
Surely we'll win if we have an army.
ケイチはゾンビに立候補した方が良かったと思いましたです。
Rika-chan's words stung a bit, but I let it slide for now. For now. You're gonna bring it up later in a different conversation? No. Not even Rena would be able to escape the entire class. As a result of everyone's thorough search, Rena was finally cornered in the back of the sports equipment shed.
怖いよみんな。ケイチ君まで。怖いよ。
So scary. Probably was scary being chased around by the entire student body. All the lower grades closed in on Rena, saying she was the only one who could save the world.
みんなが何を言ってるのかわかんないよ。
It would be pretty weird to be surrounded by kids just going, "You're our savior, save the world, save the world." No.
レナはパンチで小惑星なんか破壊できないよ。
Oh, I wish mechs were real.
レナ、さっきはよくも見捨てたな。
Ah, revenge. Finally.
覚悟はできてるだろうな。
さっきはごめんねケイチ君。だって仕方なかったんだもん。おとなしく食い尽くされるでございますの。
Let yourself be devoured.
みんなで仲良しです
Let's
よ。
all be together. Oh my.
さあレナ、念仏でも唱えな。
That laugh, though. Beautiful. Rena had stumbled into a mat, trembling with tears in her eyes. I closed in. Associating the situation with a similar, particularly immoral one made my pulse quicken just a little bit. Wow. Truly a pervert. Sadako and Rika-chan were both wiggling their fingers. They probably wanted to tickle Rena. Rena, wanting to no part of what she knew was about to happen, went stiff with fear.
ケイチ君はみんなみたいなひどいことしないよね。しないよね。
Have no mercy. None. She showed you none the other day. Have no mercy.
さあどうかな。
And boy, you gotta quicken up. We saw the principal walking. Come on.
さて、覚悟は決まったかな。
She lost the fight but won the war. about to happen.
いいよ圭一くんなら
The face she made as she resigned herself to her fate made my heart skip a beat.
圭一くんはひどいことしないってレナ信じてるし
Oof. Our body won't move. That had to be some sort of anti-zombie mantra. The second my senses of reason chimed in, the beast inside me died instantly. There was the bell. Game over. She lost the fight but won the war. Definition.
やったやった生き残ったよ
Survived.
わいわい
Rana pranced around merrily as if a curse had been broken. Technically speaking.
あとわずかのところで日光が差し悪のゾンビ軍団は廃人と帰したかヒロインが生き残るのは映画のお約束だもんな
Jeez. Salty much. I'm joking, but
何を気取ってるのですの
what are you postulating about?
圭一さんがもたもたしてるから
I mean, it's not as if you couldn't have just tickled her right away either.
お仕置きしますです
Oh no, not a punishment. I was subdued by Sadako and Rika-chan and once again sentenced to death by 100 tickles.
許して
Oh jeez. You know,
じゃあ
I
生き残ったでしょうは竜宮レナと園崎美音イエーイ
I wanted to be a voice actor, but oh gosh, I don't know how I could make those screams. Rena Ryuga and Mion Sonozaki wouldn't I guess not.
あれみーちゃんゾンビじゃなかったの
ふりしてただけ敵を騙すには味方からって言うじゃん
うおーミオン全滅
はいはい急いで着替えないとね
Hurry up and change,
次の授
alright?
業に遅れんなよ
離せサドコリカちゃんいや
Damn. Death by tickles. Having had my fill of being terrified to my very core by club activities, I solemnly swore I would have Mion crying for mercy next time. Ah, Higurashi. They are crying. Mm. After arriving home, I quickly made wow, if I could English, preparations to head out once again. I had agreed to meet with Rena to dig Colonel Randy out of the mountain of treasure from before.
母さんうちに軍手ってあるかなあとタオル
Towels? Why would you need towels? I can understand the work gloves, but towels?
表の物置の中になかったタオルは洗面所ね
Alright, now it was all ready. Looking at me, my mom stared quizzically.
何ケイチ
Not the
す
questions.
ごいいでたちでどこへお出かけ
If they come to the dump again illegally, he'll be buried completely and it'll be impossible to dig him out. And if that happens, Rena will undoubtedly go after the Colonel Randy in front of the fried chicken place in town.
ちょっと発掘に
A a bit of excavating.
クラスメートを犯罪者にしないために。
Yep.
あまり遅くならないようにね。
The confusion in that, huh? Mom returned to the kitchen with a puzzled expression still on her face. Yeah, that checks out. I wouldn't understand if my kid said that either. I'd be like, what the hell? Cutting through the woods as a shortcut to the dam site, I ran into someone. Oh. It was Tomitaka-san. Probably taking pictures of wild birds again with that precious camera of his. It couldn't be that all he took pictures of was handsome young men in the twilight. Wow. Calling himself handsome.
久しぶり。ケイイチ君だったよね。
どうもその説は。
My due regards. I expelled the rude imagery from my head and greeted him without inciting anything. Oh, so with like respect.
彼女は君の知り合いだよね。
Why are you sweating, bro? He was probably talking about Rena. Guessing by the way Tomitaka-san was shaken up?
あれは一体何だったんだい?
What was what all about? What did you see that I didn't see?
彼女が無気味のナタを持って
Ah. Alright. Yeah, that's a pretty disturbing sight. I mean, yeah, that's pretty disturbing.
それもニヤニヤと笑いながら。
What? Excuse me? She was walking around with a bared hatchet and she was laughing with a huge smile across her face. Bro, what? What? That was Rena without a doubt. I expect that she was grinning and anticipate. Oh, yeah, okay. I expect that she was grinning in anticipation of taking Colonel Randy home.
身に危険を察して隠れたけど、警察に電話した方がいいんじゃないかな。
He would be right to think that, but also, isn't there something else you should be doing in that situation? Well, it certainly would be quite the spectacle for a girl of her age to be roaming around with a hatchet. Tomitaka-san's reaction was the epitome of logical.
いいんですいいんです。ほっといてください。また犠牲者を探して徘徊しているだけですから。
Don't make it that much more misunderstood. Tomitaka-san was alarmed by my crass response. Well, it's probably hard for normal people to understand Rena. I'll just toss out a bunch of baloney.
富武さんがここで殺されたら、多分犯人はあいつです。
Bro, that's not funny. Dude, if I was walking down the road, I saw someone smiling and laughing with a bared hatchet, and then one of their friends was like, oh, if you died out here, she'd be the one to kill you. I would literally be terrified. I'd be like, excuse you? What?
せいぜい嗅ぎ回らないようにすることですね。
Hmm. You could get someone in serious trouble with that kind of joke where I live. With a condescending smirk, I started off in the direction of the dam site where Rena was waiting. Before I got too far, Tomitaka-san abruptly called out to me.
ケイチ君、それよそ者の僕への警告のつもりかい?
I didn't mean that seriously. I did try to make it obvious, but he doesn't know you. He doesn't know your humor. Leaving only those words behind, Tomitaka-san turned around and left. I didn't really mean to call him an outsider. I wasn't really implying anything when I said that. It was only meant to be a joke, but it felt like I'd said something bad. I mean... Oh, cute! Wait, weren't they at school today? Why'd her outfit change? That's not confusing at all.
待ってたよ。今日も頑張ろう。
I understood what Tomitaka-san was trying to say. Somebody gallivanting around about while waving a hatchet around certainly would seem dangerous.
または鞘とかをかぶせて持ってこい。
True, she should be having it in a cover.
むきみはさすがにまずいだろ。
なくしちゃったみたいで、ないんだもん。
How can you be losing stuff that important? It's literally the difference that makes you a psychopath or not. Thinking about it, there really was no need to try to keep up appearances. Everyone in Hinamizawa probably already knew about Rena's eccentrics. She's probably the only person who would carry a hatchet around Hinamizawa and not be considered suspicious.
まあいっか。今日で決めるぜ。最後の針をぶっ壊せば引きずり出せるはずさ。
Almost
準
finished.
備万端。任せとけ。
What are the towels for? Hope they explain it. I took the hatchet from Rena and made my way to the up the unstable slope. You better be careful, dude. I wouldn't want to slip
待っててね、ランディ君。
while holding a big-ass hatchet.
今、ケイイチ君が助け出してくれるからね。
よっしゃ下がってな。一気に蹴りをつけてやるぜ。
Finish this in one go. A solid thwack ring out. Wait, are you saying it went through the whole... A solid thwack rang out in Hinamizawa, as if the job was being done by a lumberjack. I'm sure.
どう？うまくいきそう？無理そうだったら無理しなくていいよ。
ここさえ折れれば、あとはなんとかなる。
It's all good. He's got a gigantic hatchet. He'll be able to break through it.
今日は気力も充実。
I have plenty of power
いけ
today.
る。
I can do it. But this adversary was more formidable than I expected. First of all, I'd never used a hatchet before. I mean, they're pretty easy to get the hang of. During a school camping trip, I had wanted to split the wood, but I lost at rock, paper, scissors and wasn't able to do it. I was in a school, I was in a horticulture club, and we were making paths, and I think I used a hatchet for the first time at that point. It wasn't that hard to get the hang of. Like, you just, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'd have a good teacher that was like, don't fuck with this. So. Because the spot where I was standing wasn't so unstable, I soon became tired and decided to take a break. Well, if it's unstable, get stable. Brenna had already spread out a tarp and laid down some tea and sweets.
大丈夫。
That's cute. I'm
もう
fine.
一息。
I'm almost there.
今夜レナが寝るときには、ランディ君にお休みのキスができるようになってるさ。
She better clean it. Well, actually, I'm a bit of a germaphobe, so I would clean it first. Get a good old Clorox wipe in there. Let that shit dry and then wash it off with water.
ありがとう。
What happened to
ラ
her?
ンディ君、お休みのキス。
Oh, she's in a daze of being like, oh, it's so cute.
そういえば、レナも転校生だったんだろ？
Ooh, are we getting into a question
前
here?
はどこに住んでたんだよ。
I asked her nonchalantly while drinking tea. I had thought she'd lived here all her life.
お、関東の方だよ。ここほどじゃないけど、やっぱり田舎だったかな。
なんで引っ越してきたんだよ。ひなみ沢に。ほら、 ここって結構田舎だろ？
ケイチ君はなんで引っ越してきたの？お父さんの仕事と関係あるのかな？
Oof.
うちの親父がアトリエを移したいって言い出したんだよ。こういう山奥がいいって前々から言っててさ。
アトリエ？ケイチ君のお父さんって芸術家さんなの？
風景画ばっかり描いてる。
Ah, then yes, this would be the perfect place to live for him.
年に2回くらいはどっかで個展を開いてるらしい。
When he started, his works were displayed in an industry plaza in Tokyo, but now they're exhibited in the Makuhari Messe. I might have butchered that. He's determined to have them displayed in the Waterfront International Exhibit Hall. It's a good goal.
それってすごいね。今度レナにも見せてね。
I was too embarrassed to tell her that I didn't really know what kind of pictures my father painted. Wow! I mean, I guess I get it. Like, I'm not all that interested in my parents' work either, but if they were a painter, wouldn't you see their work at least once in a while? Well, eventually I would. I picked myself up while giving some vague answers.
でも楽器途中の転校大変じゃなかった？
別に都会ってのには飽きてたし。
Getting bored of the city. He's pretty nonchalant about this after what I learned he did. He must have prepared this shit, but like, this'll be the answer? That'll be the answer? I was trying to get answers from Rena, but I ended up being the one giving out all the answers. With a bit of a wry smile on my face, I grabbed the handle of the hatchet and headed back to the work site. The air grew colder as the sun slowly set. The Higurashi began their song, as if to tell me to stop and head home for the day. Just a bit more. Today, I would end it. When I first started, I chatted with Rena as I worked, but now I didn't have that luxury. I love how the screen just shakes every time. I had swung the hatchet countless times today, just like this. Contact. Shards of wood splintered. Ooh. Better be careful not to get any splinters. I hate splinters. The assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes. Yeah, it's a pretty dark topic to think of while you're literally swinging down a hatchet. I recalled that passage from the tabloid. One hit with something like this would smash someone's head in. I think it would do a bit more than that, right? Or, I mean, I guess I'm... I don't know. I think it would do a bit more than just smash someone's head in, though. Axes and pickaxes are not meant to be swung at people, ever. That's true. With one last swing, the beam cracked open. Wait, you've been working on the same beam? For the whole entire... The weight I put behind the hatchet not only split through the beam, but smashed the statue's shoulders. Well... Oof. The arm came off with a sickening sound. It clattered down noisily, stopping at my feet. Oops. Not, but he cut off someone's arm.
ごめん。
Oof.
人形の腕壊しちゃったよ。
なんだ、ケイチ君が怪我をしたんじゃないかって思っちゃった。
I probably had a really guilty look on my face. Rena said that without a hint of dismay as she
ラ
smiled.
ブテープとかでくっつけて、その上に上着を着せるもの。
Ah, ever the optimist.
絶対わからないよ。
そっか。じゃあ引っ張り出そうぜ。そっち持ってくれるか。
I mean, is Rena an optimist? I don't know about that one. They still haven't found one of the arms. Ah, yes, let your mind wander back to that,
bad thoughts. I laughed dryly at how pathetic I was for considering the arm flopping down and rolling to my feet as such a bad omen. I mean, both Rena and Mion knew how sickening that incident was, so they pretended that they didn't know. I had looked it up all by myself, and shamefully enough, I was scared. What? I do not understand this mentality. You wanted information, you looked it up. It's not shameful.
情けないぜ前原圭一
Did he say that out loud?
よっしゃレナ一気に行くぞせーの
The right time to give 3 cheers. That moment of 2 days of work bearing fruit. He who was brought to Hinamizawa covered in filth to meet his end. Instead, we were able to welcome him back. Pretty lucky. Little Randy, your new master's pretty decent person. It didn't matter that he was dirty. Rena nuzzled him cheerfully with her cheek. Oh. I was dead tired, but seeing Rena's happy face made it all worth it.
じゃあ手伝うから持っていこうぜ暗くなるとまずいだろう
そうだね圭一君本当にありがとうねこの恩は忘れないね
恩返しは何がいいかよく考えておくよ
どんな恩返しだろう恩返しだろう
I wonder. For now, I'd just hold back my evil cackle. We were ready to take it to her house, but we couldn't go like this. What? We rolled the statue up in the tarp and lifted him. And so Jack and Jill went down the hill carrying a human-sized bag and an unsheathed hatchet. Yep, I prayed that we wouldn't run into Tomitaka-san. Yeah, my mind was just there. If he saw us here and took a picture, we'll need to get rid of him. Or, you know, just explain yourself. Is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? Something struck me as odd about the words Tomitaka-san, unable to grasp my sense of humor, had left behind. Huh? Oh, okay. And we're going to the next scene. I wonder what the next scene is. What? What kind of name is Rena? What does that mean? What does that mean?
レナがいないです
Rena's not
圭
here.
一は知りませんですか
あれたった今までそこにいたのになおいミオンレナはどこ行ったんだ
レナお手洗いじゃない覗きたいなら止めないけど通報するからね
No. That is like my worst nightmare. I go, hey, I'm going to the bathroom, and then somebody's like, hey, no. I hadn't heard anything about that.
レナを知りませんですかレナさんですのさっき廊下ですれ違いましたよレナさんは日直だから花壇にお水をやらないといけませんので
ああレナが日直か
Jeez.
そりゃお疲れ様なことで
Rena. Upon hearing it repeated, a thought came to mind. It's rude to say this about someone's name, but it was a weird name. It was like some foreigner's name.
レナってどういう名前なんだろうなレナって漢字だとどうなるんだ
レナはあだ名なのですちゃんとした名前がありますですよ
えそうなのか 俺はてっきり竜宮レナってのが本名だと思ってたよ。
まあ確かにレナさんとしか呼んでませんから間違えるのも無理はないですわね。
She even signs her name as Rena. I mean, it's like it's her real name in school.
本当の名前はなんて言うんだろうな。レナが戻ってきたら聞いてみるかな。
Sadako and Rika-chan looked at each other.
聞かなくてもいいですよ。僕たちが教えてあげますです。お礼の礼にならんのな。竜宮レイナが本名ですのよ。
レイナか。それでレイナじゃなくてレナって読むのか。面白い読み方だよな。
いいえ、違いますです。レイナで正しいのです。レナさんが言ったのですわ。レナと呼んでほしいって。だからレナさんなのですわ。
ケイちゃん、レナはレナだよ。レーナって呼ぶのは他人だけ。そこんとこ分かってるよね。
I understood what Mion was saying. It didn't matter what her real name was, only what names we used between us. Rena Ryugu is Rena. She's nobody other than that.
思ったんだけどさ、自己申請すれば俺も今日から
面白けりゃね。
If it's
なんて呼ば
good.
れたいわけ？
越後屋。
Why? Rena then came back into the classroom. One of the juniors near the door told Rena people were looking for her.
あれあれ、誰かレナのことを探してたかな。
Seeing that both Mion and I sneered. Why are you sneering?
お代官様、竜宮がまんまと現れましたぞ。
イチゴや。
Hmm.
主も悪よな。
She actually calls him it.
何かな。ケイチ君とミーちゃんが悪代官だよ。イチゴ屋だよ。
おのれ竜宮レナの助。ここであったが100年目でおじゃ。
Renanosuke. Meanest they make her.
いざ覚悟。
Have at thee.
スケさん、カクさん、こらしめてやりなさい。
I love how she just instantly went into it. And are these actual people?
ですわ。
Oh, it's...
報酬はスイス銀行に入れてほしいのです。
Since it came to this, we have no choice. What the... We'll just have a grand battle with 5 people. Not gonna lie, that little screen shake kind of freaked me out for a second. Rena's fierce punches exploded just as soon as she had shown her seal. Seal? That the evil that was Mion and myself was vanquished in the
レ
end.
ナにはぜひ世直しの旅に出てもらいたいもんだ。永田町なんかどうだ。
ダメだよ。旅先で可愛いものちょろまかすから。
Get cute stuff for you on my travels. The toll of the bell signaled that break time was over.
ほらほら、ケイチ君もミーちゃんも先生来るよ。
I took Rena's hand and stood up. It was just as the teacher had entered the classroom. Just one more hour. Man, oh man. Gotta buckle down for one more. Of school? Alright, well, I think I'm gonna end stream here. Bye bye! See you later!